Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Nelson Cards and Collectibles. I'm Zach. Tonight, instead of doing a box opening like we have been doing, we're going to do something a little different. So, if you guys follow the Facebook page and the Instagram, if you're not following it, go ahead and follow that. We post a lot of stuff on there. We're posting some new info about cards. We're posting the videos from the YouTube channel on there. So if you guys aren't following that, follow it because I'll be putting updates out about what we'll be opening, what kind of cards I'm getting in to open. But this time I posted about our first submission to get some cards graded. I'm really excited about it. I've actually never sent cards in to get graded. This will be the very first time. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm way excited to get these cards back and see what they got for a grade. But there's a lot of work that goes into it beforehand. So tonight, I figured I would take you guys with me on getting these cards prepped. We got to clean them up. We're going to put them into some card savers, get them ready to ship out. We're going to use little sticky notes to put on the penny sleeves that go in here, so it makes them easy to get out of here. They can easily just pull the tab, pull them out. Got my cleaning cloth. We'll clean the surfaces up. We'll make sure that there's no damage to them. I've already submitted these cards on my order, so it's kind of late to turn back now, but I have already checked these cards over pretty well. And I had this order ready, and it was just a matter of getting it submitted because we're going through HGA. And HGA is a new company. They started back in January. The way they work is, unlike PSA, you can't just send in as many cards as you want. They're actually limiting people to 9 cards per order. Right, currently, they're doing 9 cards per order, and you can only do 4 orders per month. So I've been trying for month and a half, 2 months now to get an order in. I've been really close, but I haven't gotten in yet. And then a couple nights ago, I finally got my first order in, and I was super excited about it. And so I figured, instead of opening a box for this video, I'm gonna prep these cards and show you guys how to do it. Like I said, it is my first time, but I have watched a lot of videos about it. I've been doing some research on how people do these, so I'm pretty confident I know how to do them. I'm going to have you guys with me watching, and if you guys are interested in sending cards in, I hope this is helpful for you guys to know how to kind of take care of your cards and make sure that you get the best grade you possibly can on them. First off, I think we'll start with, I'll just kind of show you the cards that we're sending in. So the first order that I got in, like I said, it's 9 cards. The very first card I picked was a Joe Burrow rookie card. Now, this is a Donruss rated rookie, Joe Burrow. It's number 301. Joe Burrow is, I think he's going to be an awesome quarterback. He's got a really cool story as well. He went to Ohio State. He's from Ohio. He went to Ohio State. He didn't get a chance to start, so he actually transferred to LSU. He ended up breaking pretty much every quarterback record in college football while playing at LSU for 1 year. They won a national championship while he was there, and he ended up going number 1 overall. And he actually went to kind of like his hometown team, the Cincinnati Bengals. So he went back home to Ohio, and I think he's going to have a really good career. He's a really good quarterback. He's very talented. He's young. He did get hurt last year. So his cards kind of, they were going up because he was playing well. Then they kind of leveled out because he did get hurt. He wasn't playing anymore. But I wanted to get this Joe Burrow card in because if he starts the season off pretty hot this year when he comes back from that injury, his cards could go really high. And I'm hoping to get a really good grade on this card so that when we flip it, it'll have a lot of value to it. It'll be graded. It's a rookie card, number 1 overall quarterback. Just a lot of factors to this guy that his cards have a lot of value. So the first card on the order, again, was a Joe Burrow Donruss rated rookie card. The second card is actually from the same set. It's also a rookie, rated rookie. This is Tua Tagovailoa. Now, same thing here. This kid went to Alabama. Um, Obviously won national championships. If you watch college football, you know Alabama. They're dominant. He was awesome, very good. He was very highly touted. He ended up going to the Dolphins, and towards the middle to the end of the season, he took over as a starter from Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he kind of had some ups and downs. Fitzpatrick did replace him at one point in the season, but Tua did finish the season off, and I think he's going to have a really good career. I don't know if he's going to be as good as Joe Burrow. They're the same quarterback class. They came out the same year. I think Tua is going to be a really good player, but I also think it really depends on what he has around him. I think he needs weapons in order to be as good as he can be, where I kind of feel like Joe Burrow can kind of elevate guys more than Tua can. But these guys are young. Last year was their rookie year. So this year will tell a lot about these guys. And that's why I wanted to get these cards in, get them graded, have them prepared in case these guys start the season off really hot. You know, their value is going to go up a lot. So that's the second card. The third card is actually the same card, but this one is a blue press proof. So it's a little more rare. It's not numbered. It's not a serialized card, so it's not super rare, but it is a little more rare than the base one that we sent before. That's this one here with the white border. This one is a blue press proof. Blue borders. It's the D down in the corner is blue instead of being silver like this one. So same story for this one. I wanted to get this in. You know, if he starts the season off hot, these cards could go up a lot in value depending on how these guys play the second year of their career. So that's the third card we're sending in. The fourth card is another Joe Burrow card, but this one is actually from a different set. It's still a Donruss rated rookie, but it is not from the actual Donruss set. This one is from the Chronicles draft picks set. Now this one actually has him in his LSU jersey, which is, in my opinion, really cool. I like the college jerseys on the cards. Sometimes they're a little less valuable. Sometimes they're actually a little more valuable. This one, I didn't really notice a whole lot of difference between these two, pricing them out. And I think it's just because it's Joe Burrow. He's just a really high caliber player. I think people just want his cards, whether he's in his college uniform or his pro uniform. They just want those cards. So fourth card, Donruss rated rookie from the Chronicles draft picks set, Joe Burrow. Now we're going to get into a hockey card. This one is the card that everybody's chasing this year. I lucked out. I got it in a blaster box, actually, which is really cool because it only cost me $20 to buy the box. This kid plays for the Wild. Minnesota Wild. He is very talented. He's really fun to watch. Kirill Kaprizov, everybody's chasing him this year. This card actually is very valuable raw like this. And so the reason I picked it is because it is very valuable right now, just the way it is. But by having it graded, if it comes back at like a 9 or a 9.5, or if we luck out and get a 10 on it, this card could go way, way up. I mean, we're talking 10, 15 times more valuable. So I wanted to get this one in right away so that we don't take any chances of any damage on it. We want to get it protected. And so Kirill Kaprizov is going to be in this order. The next one, kind of the same story. This one I pulled out of a blaster box, $20 box. Got really lucky. I found it kind of ranges in price that I've found raw, but I have found it between $350 and $500 raw. And that is a Justin Herbert Panini Prism Black Silver Prism rookie card. This one it's not the base Prism Black. If you can see it there, it's got kind of the rainbow effect to it. That is the Silver Prism. Really, the only card in this Chronicles set, the 2020 Panini Chronicles Football, the only one that's more valuable than this one really is this card with the autograph on it. It's really valuable. It's Justin Herbert. In my opinion, I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of this class. I think he's going to be better than Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be better than Tua, Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to be better than all those guys. He had a really, really good rookie year. And again, if he starts the season off hot and, say the Chargers start off 3-0, he has 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. This card is going to go through the roof. So I want to get this one in right away, get it graded, and hopefully we get a good grade. I don't think we're going to get a 10 on this one. Just because, just looking at it, I can already kind of see that it's a little off-centered. But I think we could still get a 9. If we luck out, we might get a 9.5. But I think we're looking more like an 8.5 or a 9 on that one. But still, it makes it a lot more valuable than it is raw. And it's very valuable raw. The next one, this one was actually in one of the videos we did of an opening. This is a numbered out of 199 Prestige Extra Points Tua Tagovailoa card. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it's numbered out of 199. This one was in one of our videos that we did an opening of. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It was a really cool box. This was definitely the big hit out of it. And so I wanted to put it on my first order, being that it was already in one of our videos. It's a really good card. It's, any serialized card, if you're looking at 199, print run, even higher print runs than that, they have a lot of value because they are limited. This one, they only printed 199 of this card in this parallel. So this one, I definitely wanted to get sent in on this order. So that leaves us 2 more cards because that's the 7th one. The next one, we're going to go back to hockey. This is Alexis Lafreniere. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's Alexis Lafreniere. Now, this kid, he's really good. Him and Kirill Kaprizov kind of ended up being like the top rookies in the NHL this year. There were 2 other kids. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but these 2 were definitely. They were definitely the most sought after rookie cards this year, and we lucked out. We got both of them, so we're gonna send them in, get them graded, see what they come back, and hopefully we get good grades on them. Now the last one, I pulled this out of a Bowman box, and we did a video of a Bowman box. I think it was the very first video I did. So it wasn't very good, but got to start somewhere. But I did pull this one out before I started doing the videos. And this one was really cool because it came out of a blaster box. It was, again, a $20 box. It didn't even say on the box that you're looking for an autograph. Which obviously you always are, but usually it'll mention on there, hey, there's a chance of an autograph, or it'll guarantee 1 autograph or whatever. These boxes didn't say anything like that. But this is a Bowman First, which is what you want. And this is an autographed Austin Cox. Autographed Austin Cox card. And it's a Bowman First. This one's really hard to judge a price on because being that it's a Bowman First, this kid is still playing in the minors. He hasn't been called up to the MLB yet. He may have had a stint or 2, but I don't think he has. Being that it's a Bowman First, it's his very first appearance on a card. So he will still have a rookie card after this, which will still be a sought after card. But when it comes to baseball, these Bowman Firsts are really the highly sought after cards because it's their very first appearance on a card. And this one happened to be an autograph, which was super cool. So I wanted to get it in, get it graded. Like I said, most of these cards are getting graded because they already have pretty high value, and I want the value to go higher. And when I'm deciding to flip them, they'll have that value already. This one is going in for a different reason. This one's going in because I want it protected. I want to sit on this card, and I want to see how this kid plays. I want to watch his career, see how he does, and let's say he ends up being, a number 1 or number 2 pitcher on a club for many years, or he becomes an ace, and he's the guy. Like he's the man that everyone wants. He's their number 1 pitcher, whatever team he's on at that point. This card could go really high in value. So I wanted to get this card in, get it protected, have it ready, and just sit on it, see what it does. So now that we know what cards we're sending in, and we have our little order sheet here for HGA, we have to keep them in the order that they're submitted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the cards. I'll talk a little more about the cards. I'm going to get them ready to go. We'll box them up. And then I'm actually going to do a part 2, which will be a separate video because I actually got a second order in as well. So we'll get this video done. We'll get this order ready. And then we'll do a second video and we'll talk about the next order. So first things first, I don't want to send these cards in my top loaders because top loaders are very hard to find right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of the top loaders. I'm going to clean them up and I'm going to put them into card savers. And then we will box them up, have them ready to go, and see what we get. We'll have to wait 60 days until they come back, but that's a lot quicker than PSA or Beckett. I know a lot of people have actually waited a long time to get their cards back, and I'm just not a fan of that. So I figured, what the heck, I'm going to give this new company a shot. I'm going to see how their card grading goes. I've never sent an order in, so I'm very excited to get this done. I've always wanted to send an order in. It's not cheap. With this company, there was a long waiting period. Like I said, I was for the past month and a half or so, I've been getting onto the website when they open up, and I've been waiting in line. And I finally got the opportunity to get these cards sent in. So I jumped on it. I filled a full order, and somehow I lucked out and got a second order in a few nights later. So super excited to get them sent in. Never done it before, so this is a new experience. So I'm glad you guys got to experience it with us. I think we'll go with orange for this one, just because it's the Cincinnati Bengals. So we'll stick this on here. Now, obviously, don't stick these to your cards. I have this in a penny sleeve. I don't know if you can see that, but definitely do not stick this sticky note to your card. Put it on the penny sleeve, and then we'll put the card in the card protector. And the only reason I'm putting this little sticky tab on there is because I want to make it as easy as possible for the graders to get these cards out. I don't know if it actually changes your grade or not. It shouldn't with this company because they use a computer program to grade them, so there's actually no bias at all. But I figured, what the heck. I've watched a lot of videos about people getting cards ready. All of them have kind of said the same thing, like, hey, if you want a good grade, you need to make it as easy as possible for the grader to get the cards out. So I went down to the store, bought these little sticky tabs, and I figured, how easy is that? Cards in the protector, it's not going to get damaged. They can just simply grab this tab, pull it up, cards out. You're not taking a chance of them damaging the card, trying to get it out. So there's our first card, Joe Burrow, rated rookie. That one, I hope we get a really good grade. I hope we get a good grade on all of them, obviously. I mean, I already looked these cards over pretty well, so I kind of know what I'm expecting to get back as a grade. But obviously, you never know. I'm not a professional grader. So we're going to find out. We're going to send them in, let the professionals do it, and we will see what they come back as. I think we're going to get some pretty high grades because, like I said, I am picky. I took the time to look the cards over. I actually have like a little magnifying glass that has a light on it and whatnot, and I use it when I'm opening cards. I haven't been using it on the videos yet. It's time consuming, and I'm trying not to make the videos too long, which this one's going to end up being long, so bear with me. But I have a magnifying glass that I use, and I do look the cards over before I start putting them onto these orders, because in my opinion, if you're not going to get like even an 8, I would say an 8.5 or higher. If you're not getting an 8.5 or higher on these cards, to me it's just not worth it to send them in. You're better off to sell them raw, because it doesn't really increase the value of them if they're not graded high enough. And to grade these cards, so I did a 60-day turnaround on them, and the 60-day turnaround costs $20 per card. So it's not cheap. It is an investment. In my opinion, it's an investment that's worth it. Like I said, if you get a high enough grade, it does really increase the value of these cards a lot. On average, and granted, it's different for everything, but on average, the research I've done on cards, it's roughly 10 times the value. So if you've got a $50 card raw, you can usually guess about, you're probably looking at $400 or $500 if it comes back at a high grade, a 9 or a 10. And to me, that's worth it. I mean, if I can take a $50 card, spend $20 more on it, send it in, get it professionally graded, and when it comes back, it's worth $470. To me, it was worth spending the $20, because that's a huge value increase. I mean, and your big time collectors are not going to buy raw cards. They don't want to waste their time with raw. They don't want to waste their time doing what I'm doing right now, prepping the cards, getting them ready to go, cleaning them. They don't want to waste their time doing that. That's a lot of work. And when you have these big money investors in cards, they're not looking to do the work on them. They just want to buy the card, sit on it, and flip it when it's worth more. So the little guys like me and you and anyone else watching this video, we kind of get to do all the hard work. Well, to me, that's the fun part, is opening the packs, seeing what you got, cleaning the cards up, getting them ready to go in, and getting them graded, and then it all pays off when you get the package back and you get to finally reveal what grades you got. And to me, I think it's the funnest part of the hobby in all reality. I mean, I love looking at the cards. My kid loves looking at them. We open a lot of cards. We're kind of getting to the point now where I kind of want to open whatever I have on camera, just because cards are hard to get and they're expensive. But I can't even begin to tell you how many cards I have opened off camera. I mean, I've got so many cards I don't know what to do with them. That's why that's why I started this. I figured, what the heck? I've got a huge inventory. I've got, I would like to think, a lot of knowledge about the sports and the players, and I have a passion for it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start sending these cards in, get them graded, and start a little business doing it. And so here we are, doing videos, starting to get some people subscribing. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I know some of them get a little long, but it is hard to it's hard to give a lot of information about the players, and I don't want to do a channel where I just simply open packs, pull the one good card, and toss the rest to the side, because to me that's not fun. I like all the cards, even the ones that have no value. They're still collectible. Someone out there will want that card, and it could be for any reason. I mean, you could come across someone that wants to buy a card of a guy that maybe his career never really panned out, but maybe you luck out and come across someone who, say, went to high school with the guy, and they're like, hey, I know that guy personally, I want that card, and they'll buy it from you because to them it's collectible. It's got like a sentimental value to them, and that's what I really like about it, is the how personal it can be. A lot of my cards I've collected my whole life, and so a lot of these cards that I have, not the ones I'm doing here, because these are all modern cards. These are all within the last year or two. Heck, actually, these are all just within the last year. But I've got oodles of cards that when I look at them, it's like I remember watching that guy's career, or I remember this game that for some reason just stuck with me because I watched it live, and it was awesome. And it might not be a big name player, but to me it had sentimental value because I remember watching that guy's career, or I might remember where I was when I bought that pack. And a lot of these cards that I have, I can tell you, how old I was when I bought that pack. I can tell you which one of my buddies was over when we opened it and found that card, and it's, to me, that's just really cool. It's really fun. It kind of takes you back to being a kid in a way. And it's even more fun now that my kid is into it as well. And she's been on one video with me, and she loves opening them. And that's really what it's all about. Is, to me, the hobby's about the kids. I mean, if kids aren't into these cards, then the hobby will die. And so I like to see kids that are into cards. I go into our local card shop here in town, and I see kids in there, with their dads or their moms, and they're running around. Some of them are running around and have, not a care in the world, but some of them are in there and they're looking at the cards and they're looking at packs, and they're asking their parent, hey, can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that? And it's really cool because they have an interest in it. And to me, that's the best thing, is when the kids are interested in it, they keep the hobby alive. So they a lot of the cards I have, I got when I was a kid. And like I said, I've collected my whole life. I got way into it when I was about, I would say probably about 4 or 5 years old, probably 5. And I started doing, chores, and I would spend my chore money on going down and buying a pack of cards, seeing what I would get in it. And then some of my buddies got into it, and they did the same thing. We would go mow lawns around town and earn money to go buy more packs. And then we would trade our cards, like if I pulled, you know, my friend's favorite quarterback, well, then he would trade me my favorite running back because he had that card. And, you know, and that's, to me, that's a lot of fun. I mean, that's just, it's awesome. And now it's not so much trading going on, there's a lot more selling going on because these cards have a lot of value nowadays. And so a lot of the cards that I have that I've already opened, obviously, I think eventually we'll do some videos of just kind of revealing some cards I have in my collection. I think there's a lot of really good cards that you guys might be interested in. So I'm thinking about doing some videos where instead of just doing box openings, we'll actually just grab a box of cards that I have that are already, you know, collected and opened and have been there for a while. And we'll just open the box up, see what's in there, talk about them. And I think that would be a cool idea. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. Comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think of that. Like I said, I do have another order of HGA ready after this one. So what I'm going to do is do this video because I don't want it to get too long. So we'll do this video. We'll post it. We'll do the second video, kind of do it as like a part 2. And that will be the first 2 orders that I've put together and gotten submitted. And we'll see how these videos do. If you guys like them, let me know because I'm going to try to get a lot more orders in. And if we can get orders in kind of frequently, then maybe we'll do just regularly do a video of each submission. And then when they come back, we'll do the same thing. We'll open the boxes up, reveal them, see what grades we got on the cards, see if we were close on what we thought. If we're way far off, maybe we need to reevaluate what we're looking at. Because like I said, I looked these cards over. I actually looked them over a lot just because, like I said, I have never sent in. So I was really curious, like, what am I going to get? Are these cards worth sending in? So I went and invested in a magnifying glass with a nice light on it and stuff. And I figured, what the heck? I'm going to look them over myself, see what I think of them, see if I think that they're going to be worth it. And these ones I all thought, you know, hey, I think we could get really good grades on these. So these were the ones I picked for the first order. And hopefully I'm right. 60 days we'll find out. Like I said, if we're way far off, then we're going to take a step back and look at, hey, what am I missing? What am I not seeing that they are? Or say it's the other way around. Say I thought we weren't going to get that good of a grade, but we ended up getting a really good grade. Well, what did they see that I didn't, you know? And so I've got notes written down about each card